those that believe the perfect heist lies in the preparation.
Snaking. Ah! Oh, hey, what's this in a drawer? Oh,
It's our review of Thief.
yeah, there you go. As in our, I mean, Nick's.
Mine.
Nick, just Nick, nobody else. I know, this is a change in pace, folks. You are listening to Bloody Scream Podcast. This is our review of Thief. I don't know why I never put any emphasis on Thief. Just all monotone.
My guess is because you don't like this game.
I hardly played it.
This is a game that requires patience. Just an opening note. Something Brandon is not blessed with.
No, I don't have patience. And then also, it has one extra feature. No killing.
It has knockouts.
That's not killing, Nick.
Actually, it does have kills. You can light people on fire and blow them up.
Okay, see, what? That sounds awesome. That should do that like in the opening. When you first put it in, it should be you lighting a dude on fire.
That's not this game.
And this is why I didn't review it. I'll be honest. I played about 15 minutes of this when we recorded the Bloody Time. That's about as much as I played. And believe me, I already got a bunch of hate from Scott because I was like, you know what? I should let Scott. No, I'll play it. No, I'll let Scott play it. Fuck it. I'm sending it back. So yeah, Nick played it. So Nick, without further ado, take us away with the Thief.
Basically, you play as Garrett, who is a thief. They don't give you his last name.
Okay, I was like, were you going to go for a last name? You forgot it? Garrett?
He's Garrett the Thief.
Garrett of Rivendell.
Anyway, him and his partner, Erin, who is like a little sister to him, are tasked by their boss to steal this thing called the Primal Stone. And if you watched our Bloody Time, you will have seen that goes horribly wrong. And she gets sucked into a weird light portal, and then Garrett wakes up a year in the future.
Ah.
Yes, and the whole town is plagued with some weird disease, and he's a wanted criminal.
Now, does he wake up, like, was he knocked out for a full year?
Yes.
Or, okay, I didn't know if he just transported a year into the future.
No, he was just unconscious for a year.
Jesus Christ, talk about waking up refreshed, though. Man, I slept good!
Haven't you ever heard of oversleeping?
I know. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
How long have I been out? What? Fuck you. No, dude. You just changed the calendar. You're just messing with me.
Anyway, throughout the game, you're tasked with stealing back certain artifacts, including shards of the Primal Stone and a book and a key.
A book.
Yes.
Is this going to be turning out to be like the Book of Eli? It turns out the book was the Bible the whole time.
No.
Oh yeah, spoilers to Book of Eli. But I don't know. I'm just trying to get okay, from what you're saying, the whole city is plagued. So is it all like post-apocalyptic? Everyone's like eating each other and shit?
No, they're just like the plague, like Black Plague. They're just laying in the streets dying.
Okay, so you can like walk past homeless people and be like, ew.
Yeah, I tend to avoid the streets, but yeah.
Okay, alright, alright.
Yeah.
I have to ask though, because you, of course, beat the game. How was the first person stealth at all a pain in the ass? Because in my experience, anytime you have to do first person stealth, it's the biggest pain in the ass. I can do third better than first.
No, actually, it wasn't that hard at all.
Really?
Yes.
Or they just don't they have like 2 enemies in the whole room, and then you just...
No, there are times that there's a lot, but yeah, usually rooms aren't that bad. It's getting to the room. There's a lot of, like, it's a game where you have to, well, I guess you don't have to. It's easier to just kind of trial and error, explore different paths, see what one works best for you, and then find the quickest route.
I gotta ask though, if you got seen, because I've seen this happen with you, and I want to know if that's the rest of the game. If you get seen, is it just game over?
No.
Okay, because
if you get seen, they fight back.
Well, they
have, it's not like you can just conk them on the head like little bunny foo-foo and they get knocked out.
But are they like a bitch? Are they so strong that you basically just might as well just restart because you're gonna be so fucked up at the end of that conflict?
If I get seen, I just get restarted. If I get seen and can't get away, I just restart.
Oh, okay. So the best course of action, run away. You're like,
The best course of action, don't get seen.
no, that's the primary goal. But sometimes, you slip on the banana peel and you make a lot of noise hitting the pots and pans. The dude's gonna turn around and see you, and yeah.
Yeah, well, that's when you restart from the last checkpoint.
Okay. See, the reason why I didn't play this game, people, is because if I played this game, my character would do shit that he's not even programmed to do. He'd just like sneeze in the middle of I'm sneaking behind someone, it's you! Shit! Or like he'll break wind when he's trying to hide behind a box. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
I think, honestly, for me, I made it through the game by knocking out 3 people.
dude, that is the most pacifist I've ever heard of any game being. Like, even like Dishonored where they're like, you can play the whole game without killing people. You're like, oh, fuck you. And that's what this game really reminds me of. It has plague, it has the sneaking, has the dude who wears a mask the whole time, except for your character actually speaks, you know.
Like I said, I got caught a lot and ended up just restarting checkpoint. And there were times where I was like, okay, that didn't work so well. Let's try this path.
How bad are the checkpoints? Like, okay, say if you're halfway through trying to get to this artifact.
You can save whenever you want.
Oh, excellent. So honestly, anytime I got past anybody, I would save. Like, oh, I snuck past this dude.
And it's like, you sneak past a group of enemies into a new room, it saves.
Oh, well, that's nice. Alright, no, I'm happy to hear it saves deliberately and then you can also save whenever you want.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, you got caught, better restart the whole fucking level.
No, up you suck, up middle finger. I also gotta say, was the story interesting?
It was. This game was not what I fucking expected at all.
What were you exactly expecting? Because I can tell you what I was expecting.
I was expecting a game, they give you a job, you go, you steal what they want, and you bring it back.
Alright.
And that was the story, was you go, you steal, you come back.
I was actually expecting this to be supposed to be like some Robin Hood type thing, where, you're like, because you have a bow and arrow, and I was like, oh, clearly he's gonna be stealing from the rich, and, you're gonna form up with the poor type shit.
During the game, you start helping a rebellion.
That old spiel. You gotta love rebellions. Okay, and then, yes, you don't even mention the twist part that you've mentioned to me.
Oh, lots of twists.
Yeah, let's leave that for the
twist
people.
Out the ass.
Yes, it's like a curly poop. Yeah, think about that one when you're trying to eat. Was Garrett interesting, or was he just...
No, because he was clever.
Clever. Was he your Nathan Drake clever?
No, but he was like... I don't know, I'm trying to, he wasn't boring.
Okay, it wasn't just your generic white dude, I gotta do good now, type thing.
Yeah, no. Because even, in the Bloody Time we see, he's like, I gotta protect her, but she's kind of a bitch.
See, I could dig that type of character. I could dig it. I'm still not on board with the whole no killing thing.
That's because you have a bloodlust.
A little bit. I mean, I can play games without some killing, with a Mario game where you jump on their heads. I figure you're not killing them, or I want to see the M-rated Mario where he's just stomping his brains in, bite the curb, Yoshi! Bite the fucking curb!
Yoshi.
I don't know why. Koopa, there you go. Sometimes he needs to punish Yoshi. Anyways. Any antagonists?
Yes.
Or are they big spoilers if you mention them?
Well, there's the Thief Catcher General, which we saw in the beginning.
Okay, the dude that with the crossbow wrist or something like that?
Yeah. He's a bitch.
Oh, okay.
And then it's pretty much him.
Okay, when you say...
Right up until the twist.
Bitch, are you talking about Joffrey bitch where he runs away?
No, I'm talking...
Or is he just a pain in the ass?
When you have to fight him near the end of the game, he's a pain... Because it's a stealth game boss battle, which basically means don't get seen until you can open a door to run away.
We must fight to run away.
Or they also give you the choice to kill him. That's even more of a bitch because he has a lot of health and you don't.
Generally speaking, in a stealth game, I mean, it wouldn't be really stealthy if you had this massive bar and you're just like, well, fuck it, if I get seen, I'm just gonna sprint to the end. Alright, I gotta say, stealth mechanics, anything in the gameplay particular that you want to point out for the people?
As you may have watched playing the gameplay, pushing the joystick while crouched does not necessarily mean you're completely silent. Move very slowly.
Okay!
And stick to the shadows.
I have to say, with that one, when you've seen the bloody time, part 1 was when I was playing. When you're moving when you're crouched in any other video game, that means you're moving slowly and quietly, and no one can hear you. Batman status.
Yeah, but, you go Splinter Cell status, just because you're crouched doesn't mean they won't hear you. You still have to move slower.
Yeah, I know, fucking game. I'm not writing it off. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that's this guy's job to say if it's good or bad, not mine.
Yeah, basically, I'm just gonna, as closing thoughts, if you're someone who likes stealth games and you have the patience to play it, it is a good game. It is worth, I wouldn't say buying, but it is worth, renting or borrowing. Because it's a short story. Mm-hmm. It's probably like a 6-8 hour story.
Depending how quick you are at the stealth.
The whole thing overall is probably like a 6 hour story. Made longer by redoing, because there were sometimes I spent an hour or two doing one part of a level.
I would say fuck it then, because my lack of patience.
Yes, I can't even beat Dark Souls.
I haven't seen you beating it.
Yeah, but I've gotten a hell of a lot farther than you.
Is that beating it?
Yes.
No, it's not. Getting further does not mean you beat it either, so you cannot talk shit until you've seen that victory screen. Anyways.
Yeah, but I didn't give up on it like you did.
I haven't given up on it either. Anyways. Review, or rating. Yeah.
Honestly, I'd give it a nice solid 3.
3 out of 5. That's an average game for an average, I'd have to say out of the week when it came out, I could tell you right now I'd probably still like it more than Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Review will come up much later because I still have to give it to Scott. Anyways. That is it, everybody. That is our review for Thief. If you want to be stealthy, and of course you do, you should like us at Facebook and all that fun stuff where you can see sometimes Scott will put random shit on there and it'll make you laugh and pee yourself a little bit. So if you like to pee yourself a little bit, visit our Facebook and don't forget to subscribe and visit our website, bloodyscreenpod.com. Don't you forget to let us know your thoughts on Thief. Loved it, hate it, thought Nick was full of shit, or agreed with Nick completely. Doesn't matter. We want to hear from you. That is it, everybody. Good night.